guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my weight gain journey, and then I'm also going to give you guys 6 tips that I have that can help you gain weight if you're like me. I'm very, I guess, naturally small. I've always had a hard time gaining weight. I've always had a hard time maintaining weight. So this video is just going to be all about telling you guys how I got from, I started at 108 and I got up to 130, and then I'm going to tell you guys about my drawback, which brought me down to 120, which I'm at right now. So stay tuned. So just a real quick overview. I started my weight gain journey in, I want to say, August of 2019. I just started looking online. I started researching like different things that I can use to gain weight, mainly weight gainer. And I came across Apetamin at first, and I realized that after researching with Apetamin, I realized that it was something that I didn't really want to try out. From what I read, or from what I researched, Apetamin is technically illegal. I think it was, from what I remember. I haven't researched this since the August 2019 timeframe, so I don't really remember all the specifics, but I feel like it was that. And then one of the things with Apetamin is that it makes you sleepy for like the first 2 or 3 days. And for me, I'm a mother, I'm a parent, I'm a single parent of 2 children, so ain't no way I can be asleep for 2-3 days. I couldn't do it. So it was that. And then from what I understand, Apetamin also makes you really hungry, which for me, in my situation, that wouldn't help with me, because I already struggle with eating even when I am hungry. So making me even more hungry will just make me miserable. So Apetamin was a no for me. And then I came across Serious Mass. So I'll insert a picture somewhere along here, and then I bought it off of Amazon, so I'll also see if I can find the link, and then I'll put it below as well. But I started using Serious Mass in that August time frame, and within about 3 months I went from that 108 pound weight to 120, 121, somewhere around that area. So I gained about 13-ish pounds in that time period, which I feel like deserves an applaud. I definitely feel like it deserves an applaud, because for me to do that, to take gaining weight serious and gain what I gained, and I kept it on during that time frame, that was really big for me. So once I hit the 120-ish weight, that is when I went and I got a personal trainer, just to help me with continuing to gain weight, and then helping me with, on the fitness side, making sure that I'm doing the right exercises, making sure that my form is proper, and things of that nature. So I got me a trainer in like the December-ish time frame, and then from December to about, I want to say, March, late February, early March. By that early March time frame, I had made it to 130 pounds, which that is incredible for me, because I don't remember, the last time I remember being 130 pounds is when I was gaining weight for my pregnancy. So that was like really big for me to hit that number. And then with life happens, and I went from 130, oh my gosh, I don't even want to say this, it makes me so upset. I went from 130 to 120, which I'm right at 120 now. So from the March time frame up until now, which is the end of June right now, I went down to 120 pounds. So I'm on soon down to 120, but I'm trying to get back in my groove. I'm trying to make it back up to 130, and that's another reason why I wanted to go ahead and make this video, because I feel like it will motivate me to really kick it into high gear and like really get back up there. My goal weight, my trainer and I have set my goal weight for 137 pounds, and then when I get to 137, we're going to kind of like assess my body, see if should I just maintain weight at 137 or should I go up some more. So right now I am trying to get to 137 by the end of this year, before the end of this year, I will be at 137 for sure. I'm gonna speak it into existence. It's happening, it's going down, and by me making this video, this is going to motivate me to get it done. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the 6 tips that I have for you to be able to gain weight. Oh, before we do get into it, I'm going to show you guys, I didn't really take a lot of pictures as far as progress pictures, but I'm just going to show you some like random like muted videos or pictures that show just what my body looked like, mainly my lower body, because that's what I was focused on more, so like my glutes and my thighs and whatnot. So I'm just gonna pop in here different videos and pictures that just show what like my body looked like at 130 pounds. And the tips that I'm about to give, they're like in no specific kind of order. They're not rated from most important to least important. They're just tips. So the first tip that I have is to stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. My lack of discipline is the main reason why I went from that 130 to 120. Even though, you know, life was, you know, getting to me and whatnot, I should have still had the discipline to meet my calorie goal, just to make sure that I'm still, you know, gaining properly. Just being able to say that, no, I don't feel like getting up and making me something to eat, but I'm at least gonna go in and I'm gonna find something to eat just to make sure that I get calories in before bed, or I get calories in before work. Tip number 2, my second tip, is to have foundation meals. So for me, my calorie goal, I think it's 2486. And I sat down, I got my phone out, and then I sat and I pulled up my notes, and I put in my notes, okay, Jasmine, if I know I'm gonna have like a busy day or a rough day, I can just look at my phone and say, okay, Jasmine, to meet your calorie goals, you need to at least eat this for breakfast. You need to at least eat this for lunch. You need to at least eat this for dinner. And you know, just by eating that, taking the thinking out of it, and just eating that, I meet my caloric goal, so I can keep on gaining. All right, tip number 3 is to work out. Now, I'm sure you've probably heard this a lot, to work out, but definitely working out is something that should be simultaneously done with gaining weight, because even like with me, from experience, when I went from that 108 pounds to the 120-ish pounds, I wasn't working out at all. And although I was gaining weight, my body just I did not like the way my body looked at all. And I know that if I had been working out, then I could have like sculpted it a little bit more to like accentuate the parts of my body that I know that I want to accentuate. So definitely working out should be a priority. Okay, now tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to pay attention to when you eat. You gotta pay attention to your body. Your body will tell you when is the best time for you to eat. Like for me, I know that I need to get most of my calories in at nighttime. And then I also need to get a big chunk of calories in the morning time, like for breakfast as well. Because you definitely need to make sure that you're getting calories in at the most optimal time for your body. And tip number 5 is to pay attention to what you eat. Now you want to make sure you're choosing like the more high calorie options. I personally choose like to eat things with a lot of carbs in them, because I feel like that just works well with my body. So when it comes to the higher calorie options, that's been something that I have like stuck to wholeheartedly since I started comparing like the lower calorie options versus the higher calorie options. So like just for an example, so I used to eat the Sara Lee bread, and that bread has about 70 calories per slice. And then I found, what is it? I think it's the Pepperidge farm bread. That bread has, I think it's like 130 calories per slice. So they taste the same to me. The Pepperidge farm bread has higher calories, so with me doing that, that makes it so already I get in an extra 50 calories. I think it's 50. so an extra 60 calories. So just doing that switch makes it so I get in an extra 60 calories per slice. And then my last tip, tip number 6. Tip number 6 is to make sure you snack. I try to always make sure I'm eating something when I'm able to. Obviously, when I'm at work, I can't really snack. But when I'm at home, I'm always making sure I'm eating something, even if it's a 100-calorie applesauce or something else that just has a little bit of calories, because at the end of the day, all those calories add up. And especially for someone like me, where I can't really sit and eat big meals, snacking throughout the day definitely helps. That's it for this video. I know that I didn't go in depth with the tips, but once I do hit my 137-pound weight goal, I definitely plan on making another updated video, and I'm sure that one will be more in depth, so stay tuned for that one. Soon come. But yeah, that's it for this video. As I'm pretty sure I say this in a lot of my videos, but I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It helps me. My channel is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing, and that's all that matters. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, support me. It's appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one.